Well, Algebra, it's day 3 actually of my stakeout in front of Kennedy. My son's in at basketball practice. And I thought for today, instead of me teaching the lesson, why don't we do something a little different, okay? Alright, so sit tight and I'll let somebody else teach you.
This is such an odd story. That is a story that's been going on for 4+ years down there. Morgan says...
Okay, hold on. Got it? Alright, just wait.
Good afternoon. My name's Angela. Be my pleasure to take your order.
Yeah, two things. One, what can you tell me about slope-intercept form?
I'm so sorry. What was that?
Slope-intercept form? You know anything about it?
So what?
Okay, how about, do you have a Diet Mountain Dew?
No, we do not.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Well, that was no help. Well, I guess I am going to have to teach you about this. They were no help there, and no Diet Mountain Dew. Anyway, slope-intercept form, we've already learned about standard form. You remember that? Standard form is ax plus by equals c. Well, you can take an equation. Let's say it was 3 plus x equals y. And you can put that in standard form, but you can also put it in what's called slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form, we'll leave this equation for now, but slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. Okay? You know what the y is. We have y's in equations and x's. These two you probably don't know. This m, I don't know why it's with an m, but that stands for the slope. And the b, and again, I don't know why it's a b, stands for the y-intercept. My suspicion is these have to do with other languages. Anyway, slope-intercept form is putting something in this form, y equals mx plus b. So take our original equation, and we can put it in this form, right? We already have y equals, so let's just rewrite it. Y equals x plus 3, and now it's in slope-intercept form. The slope is going to be whatever the coefficient in front of your x is, which is in this case a 1. So your slope is 1 over 1, and your y-intercept is 3. Okay? Does that make sense? Let's do another equation real quick. Okay, if we take this equation, the way that you have learned how to do it is we would put a 0 in here for y and find out where the x-intercept is. And we'd put a 0 in for x and find the y-intercept, and then you could graph it. Okay, another way I taught you was to do a t-chart. The problem with those methods are, if you're going to graph something, it takes a long time. It's just not as easy. This is a very simple way to graph something, and let me show you how to do it. First, we're going to put this in slope-intercept form. It's not quite there yet. We're going to move this x to the other side because we want y equals and then all the other stuff on the other side. So we'll just simply move this over. We'll get 2y equals the opposite of x minus 3. Now we need y by itself, so we're going to divide everybody over here by 2. This over 2 and this over 2. This is like an assumed 1 here, so do you see that the slope is going to be negative 1/2 and the y-intercept is going to be negative 3/2? Let me rewrite it. Y equals negative 1/2 x minus 3/2. Does that make sense? Stop the video if you need to and think about it. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. That's the slope-intercept form. Let me rewrite it, and then we'll graph it. Okay, here we are. Here I've rewritten the equation. It's in slope-intercept form, and now let me show you how easy this is to graph. First, we're always going to start with the y-intercept. We know the one place that it crosses this graph is on the y-axis at -3/2. So I just go down to that point and I put a little dot. That's the one place I know the line is going to cross. From that dot, I am going to go at a slope of -1/2, which, remember, could be -1 over +2, or it could be +1 over -2, or any equivalent fraction. Could be 2 over -4 or whatever. So start here, and let me do the top one. I'm going to go down 1 and to the right 2. Put a dot there, and then I'm going to try as best I can to draw a line through those two. And that's it. You see how simple it is to make a graph like that? Start with the y-axis, the y-intercept. We go at a slope of whatever it says, and then we just draw, once we have 2 points, we just draw a line through there. Okay? All right. Hopefully that made sense.